The other thing I want to talk about, one last other thing, a lot of churches, they just kind of go out of their way for their brothers and sisters. I don't know if you've ever seen churches that will like pay off a mortgage for somebody. Well, if you look, we've got some people that are not here today, and I'm mainly talking about Cassandra. Cassandra, I know you're probably watching online, but she's not able to be here today because her car was stolen 6 months ago. And she has to share a car with her daughter, and her daughter works quite often on Sunday. So the only time she can be here is when her daughter is off. So we haven't seen much of Cassandra as much as we would love to. And I'd like for that to change in 2023. So although we're not trying to get a car, a house, I think I'd like to see if the church can help her get a car. She was going to borrow like $4,000 or $5,000 to get a used car. I'm sorry, Cassandra, I wanted to talk to you about this first, but we're here for you because we love you. And that was going to be a 5-year loan on a $5,000 car loan. She would be paying on that car loan longer before the car was around. I mean, the car would not last probably 4 or 5 years when you're buying something around $4,000 or $5,000. First of all, they probably have 170,000 miles or more. So over 5 years, especially when she works in Hampton, the car's not going to be around at the end of her payments. So I thought it would be good. It'd be really nice. It'd be a church thing to do for 2023. And if we can maybe help her get a car. I'm not saying we're going to buy the car. I don't know what God's going to do. But we can maybe bring down her initial cost so that she can get a nicer car than she was planning on. One that will last for 4 or 5 years. So for the next 2 Sundays, we'll just take contributions. I'm not talking about taking your tithe or your offerings to the church. This is above that, something that you're giving out of your heart because you want to help your sister, Cassandra, to get out of the hole that she's in. And she can get to her jobs on time. I mean, she's working like 12, 13 hours a day because she doesn't have transportation. She's got to rely on public transportation. And that means waiting hours sometimes for the next bus. And when you live in Hampton, who knows how many stops she has to make before getting here. I mean, how many transfers she has to make, which would mean a wait at each transfer. And I know she doesn't just leave with her purse in her hand. She's loaded to bear with, she's got all kinds of things that she needs for her work. So if it's anything that you can do, if you want to be a part of this, not twisting anybody's arms, it's a new year. Let's see if we can help Cassandra. And as the year goes on, let's see how many more people within our little flock that we can be a help to.